Hello, church and friends. Welcome to Second Look. What is Second Look? Second Look is for us to look again at the message that was shared in the church or a Bible study that we are doing together. This is a chance for us to expand on it. And you can also participate by commenting down below what is it that you want to react to or to comment about what was discussed in the church or in our messages. All right. So today I want to look again to the last message that I shared with you upon forgiveness. Right. Uh, one more thing before I go on. Please subscribe to this channel so that you can get all the content that the church is going to generate, live streams, anything that we will do when we live stream our worship service. You have access to that if you subscribe to this channel. Okay. You also help us to be able to live stream if you subscribe. So please help us and subscribe to this channel here. All right, now back to forgiveness. The way it was discussed in the last message was we used the interaction between Peter and Jesus and the discussion about forgiveness that brought to a parable, right? But that parable doesn't encompass all the things around forgiveness. It just encompassed the motivation for us to really understand from the right perspective what is going on when God has a debt that we have a debt with God that is unpayable, right? And He forgave us anyway. So there is a part, a side of forgiveness that I couldn't address at that time that I want to address here in this video. And it is the power, the transformative power of forgiveness. I spoke from the point of view of those who have to forgive. But I want you to think now what is the impact of those who are forgiven, right? One story that really touched me and is very, very powerful is the Green River murderer. You know, it's a psychopath that was condemned here in 2003 for the horrible murder of 48 victims. 48 victims. And trying to escape from death penalty, he just confessed all the crimes and trying to escape from a trial by jury. And he managed to get life, but he didn't go to the death penalty because of that, right? So the judge allowed the family members that were present on the trial to address him. And this was a very emotional scene where people came and just gave back to him all the sentiment that was withheld in them, all that they felt about this person, about this despicable person who did all the things he did. And they are really angry. They are really mad with him, and that's fair. That's fair because of what he had done with family members, with friends. So it is just shocking to see that during all this time that the families come to talk to him, he is stone-faced. He doesn't move a muscle. He's just looking to people talking to him. He doesn't share or show any kind of sentiment. And of course, if he killed 48 people, it's because he's a psychopath, and sentiments does not work in the same way for a psychopath, right? Until something happened. I want to show you, instead of just tell you about it, I want to show you what happened so that you can see with your own eyes and understand.
You had said your memory, when it comes to all of the women you took, was gone. Our memory is not. In your words, you said that they didn't mean anything to you, but she meant everything to us.
She was a mother, she was a wife, she was a sister, and we miss her.
Gary Ridgway sat there stone-faced as victims' relatives damned him and mocked him.
He's an animal. I wish for him to have a long, suffering, cruel death.
He's gonna go to hell, and that's where he belongs.
But then the emotionless facade finally cracked when the father of one of his victims appeared to surprise him with a dose of human kindness.
Mr. Ridgway, there are people here that hate you. I'm not one of them. You've made it difficult to live up to what I believe, and that is what God says to do, and that's to forgive. You are forgiven, sir.
In that time, that moment, he cracked up crying. And isn't that interesting that when someone approached him with the power of the kingdom of God and shared with him what we have received from God, that cracked his posture, that made him crack down and cry. I don't think, let me put this way, I can't judge him and tell you if he changed his life at that time. That's not the point of the video. The point is to show you the power of forgiveness. How even a psychopath, someone who struggles with sentiment, could be touched by it, you know. Which reminds me of Romans chapter 5 verse 8, where Paul says, "But God demonstrates his own love for us in this: while we were still sinners, Christ died for us." So we are here as Christians. We are following Jesus Christ because we were transformed by the power of forgiveness. Forgiveness has this power to show what love really is, to show to us what it is that we are supposed to be, to show to us how bad we are, and also a hope at the same time. The forgiveness has a transformative power upon those who are forgiven. To that father come to him and be able to say, "I forgive you, sir," that was an amount of truth and reality unfathomable to that man, that he couldn't stand any longer in his position. Forgive is a window of opportunity that opens towards someone's salvation. When you forgive, you're bringing to the world a kind of light that pierces through darkness. When you forgive, you give the other person the opportunity to change, to be transformed. And here is the most beautiful thing, is that you will find that in the world that God created, justice has more to do with transformation than with punishment. You will find and understand, if you really think through, that it's much better to get someone transformed than to get someone punished. You will see that the real justice that you seek, it's not on punishment. The real justice that you seek is on transformation. When you see someone become a different person, now not only causing the problems that they were causing, but now they're fixing the problems that they were causing. That's much better than just punish someone, you know? And that's only possible in the realm of forgiveness. When we go there, when we are in this atmosphere that only God can generate. Only the love of God can generate that atmosphere. So forgiveness will not only free you from your personal torturers, which was the title of the last sermon, right? It's not going to just give you freedom from the burden that you carry, from the poison that you drink yourself, waiting the other one to die. It will also change the life of those who are receiving it. So my appeal to you is do like Jesus and share forgiveness.